Morgan, hey, thank you very much for being a willing participant in this second episode of Muskingum Rising, where I'm following, if you haven't heard, I'm following your team's journey throughout the season. So really do appreciate you taking the time in your busy schedule to offer your insights into how things are going. So why don't we begin? Why don't you do the heavy lifting, and why don't you introduce yourself and let us know who you are?
Yeah, so thank you for having me. My name's Morgan Meisel. I'm a sophomore here at Muskingum. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I live in a small town in Harrison. I went to Mercy McCauley High School, and then I made my way here.
Very good. What's your major? I don't know if I did.
I'm
You
a
just say
nurse.
that? I'm.
No, I didn't say that. I'm a nursing major. I'm in my second
Oh,
year.
nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So I got to ask you. Okay, so you're a sophomore. I did some homework as part of this and discovered that you're a pretty good baller. Okay, third team All OAC, fantastic.
Thank you.
Your freshman year, and now that you're, 1 year later, can I ask you, do you notice a difference between this year's preseason versus last year's preseason? I'm asking that just because last preseason, everything was just sort of like COVID and this, and are we going to have all this sort of thing? So,
Yeah, so last year was kind of a bit crazy. We got here, we did practice, and we'd go back to our dorms. We didn't really do as much as we wanted to. But this year, we have like a really strong leadership council, and we kind of all came together and said that we wanted to do more as a team during preseason. So we were a little more prepared for the season ahead of us. So we did a lot of things. We kept all the freshmen very busy. We did team breakfast, we did team dinners, we did activities, and on top of our 2 days and everything. So I think this year we really like came together as a team way more than we did last year. I mean, we did last year too, but it was kind of more towards like the middle of the season. But I think this year, we really like our team culture is very strong starting out with only being together for 2 weeks now.
yeah. Do you, do you find that doing that is helping you sort of assimilate in the freshman group who, again, are just sort of starting out?
Yeah, so we brought in, I think, 11 new freshmen. So it was a big group of girls, and we really wanted to make sure that everybody was like part of the team and that we could like kind of mold together sooner because it's easier to play on the field when you kind of know more about your teammates as an individual. So I think we really focused
Mm-hmm.
on that this preseason. Um, which was I think will be very beneficial for on the field
Yeah,
than we did last year.
yeah. All right, so I'm already going off topic here. So I got to ask you, like, you're obviously an attacking mid because you had 8 goals and an assist. Do you consider yourself more of an attacking to goal, or do you see yourself more as a distributing type of midfielder?
Um,
Does that make sense?
yeah, I like to say kind of maybe both. I like to kind of float around in the middle of the field and play balls to the forwards, but I also make sure I try to get myself in the box every time we get up there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you were certainly productive last year. I'm just going to say it's no coincidence. So I was a goalkeeper my first 3 years at Mount Union, and my senior year I moved up to be a forward, and I scored 8 goals and 1 assist that season. So, great soccer players, do things similarly, I guess. Um, hey, so look, you've gone through the 2 week-ish time period of preseason. You're really, you had what, 2 scrimmages?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Um, and now Thursday is your your season kickoff against Washington and Jefferson, and that's on the first. You actually, I think they beat you 2-1 at home last year, and then you have a 3-game homestand. I'll bet Worcester, Ohio's in, but on Washington and Jefferson, what do you think the team's sort of attitude or confidence level is going into that game?
Yeah, I think this year we're kind of starting from scratch. We want to go into every game as a new game and a new season. We got a bunch of great players. We have a bunch of great returning players also. And I think kind of us going into it is that we've worked really hard this preseason, and we think that we have the potential to do really good this season. So I feel like everybody has a really strong, positive attitude and a lot of confidence going into every single game this season.
This is one of those games I flagged, and I'm talking about after the interview, just sort of running through your schedule. This is one of, I think it's like 6 games where there's a 1-goal differential for you, where I'm like, those are the games that you make an impact on. For a quick, if everything stays the same and you turn those scoreboards around, your season will just be tremendous at that point. You'll make, I actually think I did the numbers, you'll make the OAC tournament, which has got to be up there as a goal to, you don't have to say it, I'll say it. Like, that's sort of what I'm looking for. Like, can you take that step to participate in the tournament? I think that would be a huge step forward.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so, last thing, and I'll let you get on. I'm sure you got studies already. What do you personally, or does the team have any, just say, goals, of course, that you're willing to share, and so that they're not cannon fodder, they're not like put on the board somewhere for other teams to be like, look what Muskingum said, and sort of to rally to use against you. But do you have any sort of team goals that you could share for everyone?
Yeah, I think one of our main goals this season was to kind of bring our culture together a little more and really focus on that. And I think already starting in preseason is we've already kind of met that goal a little bit, and we want to keep taking it even further because I feel like it helps us on the team or on the field play even better. Personally, I think that one of my goals is to continue to help this team get better, to continue to help this team grow, and hopefully I think everybody as a whole, our goal is to just win more games this season and make it to the tournament. That's our main goal.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think that's again, step forwards, right? Journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And I think, like I said, part of my reason for watching you throughout the season is because I got the sense like you were building something that was a little bit more permanent than just the 3 months out of the year and plan. But I'm also going to go off topic here, and I do want to ask you, probably not the last question, but the last question right now. What's your impression of the freshman class that has come in from a soccer perspective? Do you think they're going to bring something to the team? Do you think they're going to contribute throughout the year?
Yeah, I think we brought in a very solid group of people. Everybody has different things that I feel like are going to really help our team out this season. They're a great group of girls. They really fit in well, great on the field. So I think that it will be very beneficial for us to have those 11 people on our team.
All right, Morgan, listen, I'll be watching. I really do appreciate the time you taken today. I wish you and the girls the best. I'll be cheering from afar, and maybe not, because there is a chance that your home opener that I will be in the stands. I'm still trying to figure that out. I just have to figure out, do I have enough Muskingum gear to make it look like I'm not a Mount Union grad wearing Muskingum gear? So I just got to figure that part out. But if I can, I think I might be there. I'm in town for business. So.
Sure. Come.
All right. Thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you for having me.